Okay, we are here with a College Board candidate, Kara Blades Snell. Kara, thanks so much for joining us. You want to introduce yourself and tell us why you're running for the College Board?
Yes, hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kera Blades Snell, and so I am an immigrant. I moved from Belize about maybe 20 years ago with my two boys, single mother, coming into the States, knowing nobody, nothing. Like similar situation that's happening right now with the ICE situation. I was kind of forced to move. I was a green card holder. My father was an American citizen, and that's how I became an American citizen. And I used to travel back and forth to Belize with my then company, a travel agency. Back in the day, we used to fly for free. So I used to take full advantage of that and go to Miami all the time. And one time they just apprehended me and said I needed to make a decision to move. Um, Backtrack a little bit. So my mom, I'm a first generation college student. I'm the eldest of five, and I had to kind of help my brothers and sisters to navigate them uh, throughout life. Yeah, they kind of like to say that I'm the mother of the family, but I'm a strong component believer of education. Well, my mom kind of put that in my head. That's the only way out of poverty. So even though can you guys hear me? Um,
I hear you, but you're frozen.
yeah, I'm frozen. Okay, so can I continue then?
Yep, yep.
Okay, my career with education was cut short as a teenager when I got pregnant at age 17 while attending community college. And I had to, transition into being a mother. But I've always wanted to go back to school. So I ended up going back to school when I moved to Florida. I continued going and I got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree. And, I tell my boys, this is the only way that, you know, you can get out of poverty and you can be something in this world. So yeah, I advocate for kids, my cousins, nephews, nieces, and everyone to go to college.
So it's great. Well, thanks for being here. So we have some questions for you. We wrote in your questionnaire with regard to the budget shortfall that these things don't happen overnight and they require more oversight and stronger engagement. So do you think that the board hasn't been engaged enough in the budget planning and fiscal concerns, and that's what led to the crisis? And why are you the right person to come in to help with this issue?
So I think that I've been actually following SMC for about 10 years. And I think the shortcoming with that was that the board allowed the staff to kind of dictate how that was going to go. Um, I think that they saw it coming, but they also thought that it would be fixed. They gave reasons for them to continue doing what they were doing, and they always somehow got out of the hole, and everything just worked out. And anyone that runs a business knows that you cannot just continue doing that type of thing. You kind of have to make changes as you go along the way, noticing that these things are happening. Um, for me, as a business owner, the I think more oversight and more engaging and research needs to be done when you're finalizing and doing your budgets.
Okay, thanks. Anybody else? Yeah, Isabel.
Hi there, Kira. So you talk about one of your top priorities would be workforce development. How does your background in business suit you to doing that, and what would you like to do at SMC with that?
So one of the things that I guess I think I didn't put it in my questionnaire, but I'm also a certified business coach. So I have done business coaching for the past maybe 10 years, and I've been an entrepreneur from age 20. So I kind of have lived experience. I run this nonprofit, the Santa Monica Black Empowerment Association, and I also developed a 10-week entrepreneurship program called Empower Her for Women.
Hmm.
So I teach women entrepreneurship, and I also help them to navigate opening a business. Like I just don't teach it. I'm like hands-on. So I go with them to, or I help them register their company, get their EIN, create their branding, create goals, strategic plans. I do all of this with them. So I have a lot of lived experience when it comes to being entrepreneurship, and being an entrepreneur, sorry. And for workforce development, I think one of the things that we need to do is actually just utilize our neighbors, the tourism sector of business here. We have a lot of hotels, restaurants, and I think we're not utilizing that enough to transition our students into doing things like that. And I'm also my master's is also in hospitality development, so like I'm excited about that
Mhm.
as well.
Sounds like you could teach a class in entrepreneurship at the college too.
Yes, I could probably.
Okay. Okay, let's go to Keith.
Thank you. Hi there, Kara. How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Great. So, can you share a little bit with us just the wide range of touch points that you have here in Santa Monica, whether it's with the chamber and whether it's with Rotary on the nonprofit side, the entrepreneurial side, with the city, and I ask that in the sense to sort of sort of describe and show how this kind of interdisciplinary practice of bringing and convening different groups together, really drives, awareness and drives a leadership capability that will perhaps serve you on the Santa Monica College Board. Can you kind of speak to that?
Sure. So I guess I could start off by saying how I even got involved in any of these organizations. So at age 19, I actually became a Rotarian in Belize. And like even before that, my family, I come from nine aunts and one uncle, and a lot of strong women, and they've developed several different charity organizations in Belize. And so I was kind of raised into the nonprofit world and giving back. And so I joined Rotary at age 19. When I left Belize, I kind of like, like I said, I was by myself. I didn't know where to go, what to do. So I just decided to like, okay, stay where I know I'm familiar with. So I went in back to Rotary in Tampa. And then when I moved here to Santa Monica, I continued my Rotary journey. And then from there, like I got exposed to more nonprofits, more organizations. So I'm also a board member for the Santa Monica History Museum. I used to sit on the Travel and Tourism Board until Barry got elected. They kicked me off. And I am also involved with, I'm director also with the International Society of Black Latinos. Their organization has been around for about 30 years. Um, I'm actually the president of the SMC Associates, and now I'm the executive director for Santa Monica Black Empowerment Association. I think that's all. I'm trying to remember. I'm so involved in this community. It's amazing. There's so much to do. And I guess the more people I meet and the more people that see that I'm involved in certain things, they're like, oh, come over here. We want you here too. And then I can't say no. I jump in. And, so yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, thanks for that. And I'll just kind of add two more cents to that. I'm familiar with some of the other folks that you've been able to bring into the fold in some of these organizations. And again, whether it's the technology companies, whether it's wellness services enterprises, and so it again, if you wanted to share a little bit more about some of the other folks that are part of that kind of landscape and how perhaps those things can really assist in SMC moving forward, that would be helpful.
Well, yeah, I mean, you mean the connections that I have formed over the years with, the .com companies and CEOs of those companies, to Metropolis. I mean, all these companies that I've formed relationships with that I've actually strategically brought them into my nonprofit to help us to, achieve our goals here. Um, I mean, it's just a wealth of connections and yeah.
Okay, Sean?
Hi, Kira. Thanks for being with us. And I wanted to just note that I appreciate all of your work that you've done for diversity and empowerment. And I wanted to ask about, one element of that in terms of diversity for the LGBT community, and kind of what specific areas you may have worked on in the past for that, and where you feel the college may create a more diverse and inclusive space for LGBT students.
So first of all, I want to share that our son is he's gay. And I was never exposed to the LGBT community as much as I am now because of him. And in terms of when it comes to SMC, I think they're doing an amazing job. Um, they are doing the gender neutral bathrooms, and that is supposed to be opening in the next year or so. So I think that was the first step that they moved towards to be inclusive. And I support that highly. And I think they're doing a very good job also because they have a lot of things in place. They have the equity room that is geared towards the LGBT community. Everybody's welcome, of course, but they have that room that with counseling and all these type of things available there. As it relates to the nonprofit, we are also a safe space, and I have a lot of the diversity here for sure with that come into our office. I actually the thing with me is I don't see color, so to speak, and I don't see gender when people come into the office. I meet them where they're at. I try to create a safe space. We find out what your needs are, and then we go from there.
Thank
Okay, who's next? Oh, Isabel. Yeah.
Unmute. Yeah, I could have another question. So, in reading your questionnaire, I noticed, and you just mentioned that you were the president of the Santa Monica Associates. So I hadn't,
I am presently.
yeah, and I hadn't heard of that group before, and I looked it up. I was very impressed with the range of their activities. So, if you could just give us a sampling of what you do and how you think your experience with that would inform your tenure as a board member.
Well, one of the biggest things that we do is we pay for speakers to come into the college, and we create forums. And we do a lot of different events with surrounding diversity. Our signature event is actually the MLK event
Mhm.
that is held every year. And we strategically go out and, find speakers and stuff like that um, just to help with everything that we're going through in the community, to just whatever is relevant at the time to talk about that.
Anybody else? Any thoughts about if you're involved in choosing the next president of the college, what experience do you have in like looking for executives in that capacity, and what kind of qualities just in general would you be looking for in that role?
The funny thing you asked that question because I actually put my name in the hat to
Oh, okay.
to be on the choosing committee, but they did not choose me because I'm running. They thought it was a conflict of interest. But yes, I wanted to be on that because I wanted someone that has the dynamic background and aligns with the goals and the mission of the college. Someone that is forward thinking, someone that is open, has the open door policy that the staff, students, and us, the trustees, if I get elected, would feel comfortable to come to that person and share our thoughts and be welcoming. I think the person that should be there, it's has to have a lot of experience in dealing with budgeting, dealing with everything that's going on. There's so much issues that's happening right now And it has to be someone that is well seasoned and a forward thinker for sure.
Hey,
Hi, Kara. So academic freedom and expression also includes the right to hold differing political views, including Republican or MAGA views. How would you ensure that students who hold these views feel safe on campus?
That's a good one. So, I mean, the thing is, I do believe in freedom of expression. When it comes to political views, I think everybody should have one. That's why we're a democratic country, right? You and I shouldn't have, I'm sure, even though we're Democrats, we still have difference of opinions. And I think that respect, teaching people to respect each other's opinions is very, very important, and allowing everybody to have their opinion and be respectful of how they, put their stuff out there.
Thank you. I respect that.
okay, thanks. Anybody else? Okay. Isabel's got coming back.
You're muted.
Do we have more minutes?
Yeah, we have a couple more minutes if you got another
Okay,
one.
because I mean, I could ask this or not ask it.
Let's do one more and then we'll wrap it after that.
Okay. So you had a pretty comprehensive answer to how you would want to improve student outcomes at SMC. And can you just tell us about that?
In terms of
Outcomes, including transfer rates,
okay.
completion, that kind of thing.
Like I said earlier too, like I think that one of the things that we need to do is to collaborate with our city, collaborate with our workforce, within Santa Monica, and just even with the tourism board. Um, I've said this to a couple of people that I think that is a low-hanging fruit that we should be definitely taking advantage of. We have a huge a demand for tourism to come to Santa Monica. We should be partnering with them when they go out and do their trade shows and stuff, that they should be advertising for us. They should be helping us to bring in our students from abroad so that we can actually increase our numbers. And we all know that international students is where the money's at, right? So why not utilize those people that are already going out, yeah, advocating for Santa Monica to advocate for the college. And I think because of the fact that Santa Monica College is the #1 transfer, it would be an easy sell to international students. And that will also help with the transfer rate, with everything.
Okay, great. I think that's it. If you want to wrap up and then we'll say goodbye.
Me, I wrap up.
Yeah, if you any closing words.
Yeah, I mean, thank you guys for this opportunity. I mean, I hope you support me. I think I'm going to be an amazing trustee. I'm a hard worker. I mean, I'm a go-getter, and I follow through. So yeah, thank you guys for this opportunity.
Thanks so much, Kara.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye.